And I'll tell you all about it if you'll let me be your man. Well, now let me be your man and I won't ask you anymore. I do all the driving and I open every door. No one loves you like I do, I'm your biggest fan. I'll prove it to you, honey, if you let me be your man. All right now.
I'm Steve Berg.
And I'm Matt Hillyer of 1100 Springs, and you are watching the Texas Music Scene with Jack Ingram.
Our old friends at 1100 Springs recorded a record in a rehearsal space called the Cadillac Barn, which is their fiddle player space, Jordan Hendrix, which is where all great records are made, the rehearsal space. Think of Big Pink, music from Big Pink by the band. Think of Rolling Stones, think of any bands you love, Willie Nelson. They all made great records in rehearsal spaces. Hell, the whole world's a rehearsal space. Anyway, here's Matt Hillyer, Steve Berg talking about it.
Miles apart from each other than we were yesterday. Tell me, when did we start going separate ways?
Okay, the Here 'Tis album, our 11th album with 1100 Springs. Matt and I have been recording music even before 1100 Springs. We've been playing together since the early 90s. And the recording experiences we have had been awesome and fun, and learned a lot along the way, what not to do and what we could have done better and stuff like that. So with this album, we took the opportunity to kind of keep it in-house and do it ourselves.
Well, for one, we've been talking about doing it for years. It's like we should just be making our own records, but a lot of that came from there's a certain shorthand that he and I have together from years of working together, or also just like a vast knowledge of like a lot of styles of country music, and that goes for everybody in the band. It's one of the things I love so much about the band that we have is just, you know, you can talk to any one of these guys about the large history of country music, and we know exactly what we're talking about. Whereas sometimes you can have really talented people helping you make records, but they just don't know some of the things about those styles of music that we do.
Sure, and that can absolutely kill the moment when you have to grind to a halt to try to explain your vision to somebody who's certainly talented and could do what you want if we were eloquent enough to explain sound and words. It's easier said than done, so doing it ourselves, we were able to enlist Christian Dorn, our drummer, Drum Arsenal Productions. He did all the drum work at his studio, and then we did all the tracking, vocals, and instruments at our studio, the Cadillac Barn, which Tony Gates, Texas Music Scene, has been a guest on our YouTube series of videos, and it's always fun doing work in that regard at the Cadillac Barn, so we figured, hey, we could record the record there too, and we did, and here 'tis.
Yeah, exactly. There's a special kind of music that only misery makes. That's the sound of the song you never hear. This is the second record that we've done with this lineup, and we're really having a ball with the whole thing. And this is also the second record that Chad Roofer and I have collaborated on a large portion of the songwriting. And I really am digging the fact that, you know, he brings a different, not only a different songwriting voice, but when he sings the lead on stuff, it's a new flavor. I love it, and I love the songs that he's bringing to the table.
All jokes aside, we're two of a kind. We've taken
I try to incorporate any number of styles that I really love. So it's not just going to be a honky-tonk record. You're going to have a swing number. You're going to have sort of a bluesy type number. You got one that's pretty much a jazz song. I'll be dreaming of time I'll spend with my fair weather friend. There's one particular guitar riff I've been trying to write a song around for years, and nothing was working. I finally got it to work on this record, so it's cool to collaborate. This is the first record that we've really pretty much been us producing and recording the record. So so that's cool too, man. You know, I love the way it came together. Looking back, maybe if I'd lived my life a little different, I might have written better songs to sing. But if living that way made me who Cadillac Barn really is Jordan Hendrix's space. You know, you always need some place to rehearse as a band, and it started off that way. It's like, okay, cool, we can rehearse here. And then Jordan started putting up posters and stuff on the wall from, he's saved 20 years worth of posters and started putting it up. It's like, man, this is pretty cool. This could be like our little spot. And then we built this bar first, and then we built
Just a little bar in the corner.
It's a huge bar. Of course, half the room. But hey, you know, priorities. And then we built a stage, you know, and it turned into just a spot for all of us. We put a lot of work into it, making it someplace that feels cool to hang out in, someplace that we can invite other musicians over to do those video segments that'll be posted up on the YouTube channel.
There's plenty of elbow room. We have full access to the room, where that's another consideration when you're recording an album, is scheduling the studio time and scheduling with the different engineers and all the people involved. So doing it literally in the barn behind our fiddle player's house, logistically made it so easy.
Yeah.
We can meet in the morning, at night, whenever, go as long as we want. And
so yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. And then when it came time to record, that's, you know, we figured it'd be really cool to record something here.
Yeah, I'm ready every rough this early, and so I take the time to contemplate all the reasons that this morning it was too late.